That's not a good message. Well, we're doing it. I don't understand why you people recommend these games to me. Why? Why are you interested in this kind of thing? I know this game. I've seen this game. I haven't played it, but I know what it's about. You can't fool me. I'm not understanding why you're not understanding that this doesn't look good. I mean, I'm sure it's a great game, but why? Why, guys? Okay, fine, whatever. Hello, I am Insert Slime. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. There you go. We're gonna play this. I don't know how long this is gonna be. I don't know if I'm gonna make a series out of it or what. We're gonna see how this first episode goes, and if you want to see more, hey, you know what to do. Like and subscribe and all that crap. But yeah, we're just gonna go in. Enter name the slime. Why is there no space available? The slime, then one word. Fine. Let's go. Hey. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. This is very loud. That girl is Sayuri, my neighbor. Also, don't judge me for how I pronounce these names, okay? My neighbor and good friend since we were children. Oh, so it's the childhood friend arc, I see. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. What? But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? Okay. Kind of rude to the childhood friend, but you know. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, we would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. You know? You do you, man. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let her catch up to me. Ha ha! Alright, you out of breath? You got a big head, lady. I overslept again. Yeah, we could tell. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but I love the name. But only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Oh, trust me, I'm sure he is, we was, is. That's me, the slime. I'm sorry. This is going to be a recurring theme anytime I play a simulator like this. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. Unfortunately, I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you don't want blah blah blah. Whatever you say. Ee-hee-hee. Don't ee-hee-hee me. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, the slime. Have we decided on a club to join yet? Club? The Go Home Club. I already told you, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. It's not true? Okay. You told me you would join a club. I don't recall that at all, lady. Did I? Yeah, did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going about. You're a very rude individual, me. I like it. She likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Okay. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. I hate to break it to you, lady, but college, you're less sociable than high school, okay? The socialization of college is a lot more conservative. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? Oh, how lovely. I don't care. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Realistically, people don't go out every day and socialize. It's just inconvenient in this day and age, you know? You trust me, right? Not at all. Don't make me keep worrying about you. You can worry as much as you want, lady. All right, all right. I'm so agreeable. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? No. Oh, I guess so. Fine. Yay. Don't be so happy. Why do I let myself be lectured by such a carefree girl? You know, you're lucky you have someone like that in high school. Not everyone cares in high school, especially in real life, or at least in this country. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Okay. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. I have a bad feeling about where this is going. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. To leave? You need motivation to leave? Oh, the club thing. I forgot already. See, I wouldn't survive. Clubs. Do you want to check out some clubs? Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Haha. Okay. Hello. Goodbye. What do you want, lady? She must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait out for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. What club are you in? Thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to your club. I don't wanna. Whatever club you're in, I want to be on the opposite side of the building. Yeah? No. There's no way I'm going to. Okay. Meanie? Yeah, get over it. She's vice president of the literature club. Ew, literature. I can't say I have a problem with it, because in this day and age, nobody knows how to speak proper English anymore. I can't claim I'm perfect at it, but at the very least, when you're typing or writing or anything like that, at least be grammatically accurate. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice. Oh, gotcha. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Please, no! Why do you care so much anyway? Dangerous question to ask. Well... Kinda told the club yesterday, why? Why would you do that? Come on! Made cupcakes and everything? Cool, bring one home. Ee-hee-hee. I don't like the ee-hee-hees you're doing, man. Or lady. Don't make promises you can't keep. Exclamation mark. Can't tell if she's that much of an airhead or if she's cunning as to have planned all this out. Let a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. Yes, let's go. I'm so excited. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, but being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Hello, everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Hello, lady, I've seen a lot about you and danger, so I'm glad that I can avoid you. Welcome to the club, it's a pleasure. She always says nice things about me. Cool, I don't want any of them. Who are you? You look like you're gonna hate me. That's good, so I can stay away from you too. You brought a boy? I guess so. Way to kill the atmosphere. I could leave. I came for the cupcake only. Ah, the slime. What a nice surprise. I don't know you. Why you know me? I don't like any of you, honestly. Welcome to the club. I can't wait to leave. ... There's a world of emotion in that ... All words escape me in the situation. This club is full of incredible... Agree to disagree. What are you looking at? I don't know, honestly. All I see is a rectangle, which is my monitor that you are on, and probably going to implode. If I want to say something, say it. I don't. Sorry. Why am I stuttering? Be a man, man! Natsuki. Natsuki? Whatever name. Who is that? You? Oh, Pink One. Okay. I'll remember you, Pink One. I will call you Pink One. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. No, your name is Pink One. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. That's a very poor judgment to base that on. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to other lady. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. I mean, I'll ignore all of you whenever I feel like. She says that quietly into your ear, then leans back towards the other peoples. Anyway, this is Pink One, always full of energy. And this is Yuri. Yuri? Yuri? Whatever. I can't pronounce your name, so you're Purple One now. Don't say things like that. So Pink One and Purple. Actually, just Purple, because Purple's too long to include the one. Okay, Purple, don't say things like that. Purple, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Pink One and... What shall we call you? I don't know yet. I'll come back to you. It's nice to meet both of you. Is it? Sounds like you already know Monica. Oh, that's an easy name to say. Fine. I'll say that. That's right. Hello, Monica. I don't actually know you. Good to see you again. The slime. Monica smiles sweetly. Why did you have to do that entire maneuver just to smile? We do know each other. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Okay? So you know of each other's existence. She was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, athletic, and beautiful. Again, there's an agree to disagree thing going on here. I'm not particularly fond of any of you. Completely out of your league? Okay, that's fine. Having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little not really interesting. You too, Monica. Why are you stuttering so much, man? Is this what high school is like? It's been a while, but, you know, I don't remember it like that. Come sit down, the slime. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. You tell her, Pink One. Sorry, got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? You know, I like the way you think, Purple. I like tea. I'll take the tea. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As she mentioned, Sayori? I'm going to call her Orange. As Orange mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Orange. I'm going to keep calling her Monica because it's the easiest thing to pronounce. I know that these American English does not pronounce a Japanese name properly. I'm not going to attempt it. I can, but it seems excessive to me, so I won't. So Orange, Pink One, and Purple, I'm gonna have to remember that, walk over to the corner of the room where Pink One grabs a wrapped tray and Purple opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Orange. Pink One proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? I'm not gonna be able to remember that her name is Pink One without seeing a picture. So when her name is only there without the picture, I'm just gonna say her or she or something because, oh my god. Ta-da! Whoa! Pink One lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing. The little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. I don't like chocolate. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Pink One. Hee. Why everyone does the hee. Well, you know. Okay, I guess she said she didn't know, but that works. Just hurry and take one. Orange grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Okay, Orange. Orange talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Aim for the head. Just put that whole thing in your mouth. Wow. Go for it. Pink One is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Eat the entire thing. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. I don't like sweets either. Thank you, Pink One. Why are you thanking me? It's not like oh, she's one of those characters. Gotcha. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Ah, yes. Made them for you or anything. You just met me, lady. Why would you even assume that that was something I was thinking? I thought you technically did. Oh, right. Right, but no, it's not a personal favor. It's more like, hey, nude people, new person, enjoy. Thought you technically did. Orange said, well, maybe. But, okay, fine. Not for you. Yeah, I understand. No need for name calling. Okay, that's very irresponsible and immature of you, Pink One. All right. I give up on her weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Purple return. I'll remember Purple because it's a short name. Whatever. Carrying a tea set. I like tea. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. When do we all start dying? You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? That's very cool. Because I forget the word. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. You need permission to have a cup in your classroom? After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Book? I guess. Hee. Again with the hee. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Purple's just trying to impress you. I am impressed. As somebody who drinks tea, I am impressed. I am concerned also because most of the screenshots and things I've seen in this game involve this one and death. So that's not insulted. She looks away. I meant that, you know. Meant what? I believe you. I guess. Tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I agree, me! I'm glad. Purple faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow. I could do that too. Then smiles. So what made you consider the literature club? I didn't. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Orange. I haven't joined any clubs yet, and she seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? No. I'm gonna say it now, no. As presidente of the literature club, it is my duty to make sure the club is fun and exciting for everyone. This is so much reading. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Question mark. Ahaha, well, you know. No, I don't. That's why I asked. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It's high school. What the heck kind of politics do you have? It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. That's a good way to do things. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Purple also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we could all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yes. 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 Everyone, yes. Such different people, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Right, so it's not personal at all, so me, it really shouldn't take it that way. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature. I agree, I'm not a huge reader, but books are books, you know? I mean, books. So, the slime, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, however you want to say it. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Pink one suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Yeah, you're right. That could change. It really... Okay. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing her sad smile. What a pushover. Anyway, what about you, Purple? Let's see. Purple traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. You're gonna get sugar and your finger's gonna be sticky and okay, great idea. My favorites are usually novels that build a deep and complex fantasy world. I do like fantasy, I will admit to that. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. You know, when I was in college, I had a creative writing course and we had to write our own story. It was like, it's supposed to be like 2 to 3 pages. I wrote 17 pages because it was a fantasy-based thing and I enjoyed it a lot. So that's out there. I do have that available, apparently. If I don't think anyone's interested, but it's a thing. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive because there's no limit to the imagination, you know? Purple goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as much, or as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I don't like the foreshadowing that's going on right here. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, great segue. I read a horror book once. Wow, good job, me. Desperately crafted for something I could relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Purple might as well be having a conversation with a rock. It could be a very useful rock, you never know. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Purple. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. I feel like you're gonna be the most detrimental to my health the longer this goes on. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. That's dangerous. Don't let yourself be influenced by something that's, you know, so fantastical or untrue or, you know, fiction. I hate horror. Haha, you coward! You'll never be a YouTuber that way. Why is that? Well, Pink One's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Okay. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Pink One? Is this natural hair color? I don't think it is, like, in reality for Japan, but I wonder who thought the idea that giving these characters such unrealistic hair colors would be something that would stick. And it did stick. I guess it's unique. What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Ha! I read that poem. And give that back. Fine, fine. Hee hee hee. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. We're still on that agree to disagree territory. I just want you to know that. Orange sidles or slides? Up behind Pink One and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Okay. I'm not gonna agree or disagree. You write your own poems? Sometimes. Why do you care? It was a question. It's impressive, I guess. Not really why I was asking, but it was just a question. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Okay. Pink One averts her eyes. You wouldn't ... like them. ... Ah, not a very confident writer yet. Question mark. I understand how Pink One feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. I mean, I guess it depends on what the poem is on. Truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Okay. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. My back hurts. Do you have writing experience too, Purple? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Pink One feel comfortable enough to share hers. I agree. I guess it's the same for Purple. I wanted to read everyone's poems. You're just annoying. We all sit in silence for a moment. A moment of silence for fallen soldiers. Okay. That's the end of that moment. I have an idea. Question mark? Nat? Your short name is Nat? Okay, Nat. Nat. Pink Nat. Your name is now Pink Nat. And Purple look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. No. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Even? Yeah! Let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, that's a title subject to change. I never agreed to this. I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, the slime? No. She smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Orange may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. You are all upset with me, I understand. All four of them stare back at me with dejected eyes. You just look confused. You don't look dejection. That doesn't look like dejection. That looks like dejection. This just looks like a mixture of sadness and disgust. You just look disappointed. I don't really care about you. But I'm sorry, I thought. Humph. That's an agreeable react. Well, no, not really, actually. Hold up. These. I can't get over that when it's said out loud. You all. I'm defenseless. You're a coward. How am I supposed to clear-headed this? Like this. No! And it's like this. That is, if writing a poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with you. Your head's not in the right place. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the club. Fine, you pathetic individual. You, which is me, I guess. The eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Wow. Wraps around. Get off me. Hey. He scared you for a moment. I'm already afraid of you, Purple. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Listen, that's literally the reason I was told to come. And let's make it official. I don't wanna. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. Officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. He looks over at me once more. The Slime. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. All the expression goes into my name. That's all I need. Ee-hee-hee. Stop with the ee-hee-hees. I will not ee-hee-hee back to you. Yeah. Can I really impress Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, they continue to chit-chat as Purple and Pink Nat clean up their food. Hey, Slime, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? No. That's right. We never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed at the school for club. Sure. Okay. I'm very agreeable for some reason. With that, the two of us depart to the club room, or from the club room, and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four peoples. Orange, Pink Nat, Purple, and Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Probably not. Someone's gonna die. Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these. No. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess this starts with writing a poem tonight. Do I get to physically write this myself? Is that... Oh, what is this? Time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. This is going to be the most disastrous poem you've ever seen in your life. Huh? What's going on with these three? Spinning. Bed. Vertigo. Philosophy. Poof. Unrestrained. Essence. Aura. Oh, sorry, disaster. My bad. I meant to pick the other one. Heart. Sticky. Ocean. Contamination. Incongruent. Electricity. Warm. Breathe. Universe. What is this? Rose. Heaven sent. What else? Destiny. Please let me read that back. Hi again, Slime. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. Might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping a promise, the Slime. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. I really don't. Orange told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. I didn't. And last year, too, I did not. I don't know if you plan to just come here to hang out or what. But if you don't take this seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I'm sure someone is going to end. That's all I'm gonna say. Pink Nat, you certainly have a big mouth, so someone keeps her manga collection in the club room. Pink Nat finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. I mean, words in a book, I guess. Swiftly defeated, she plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. The Slime always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. I'm sure we'll have fun dying together. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning your room. How dependable, yes, I guess. That's because your room is so messy and distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once? Is that so? Ehehe, okay. You're really good friends, aren't you? Not really. It's more of a problem, honestly. Might be a little jealous. I just met you yesterday. How come? You and the Slime can become good friends too. Orange. Obliviousness is sometimes a blessing. Dot dot dot. As usual, she seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Why do you take everything so seriously? How is this a weird situation when you're just discussing things? Oh. Purple even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Orange! Hey, me? Not really. Oh, thanks. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. How? Why? Made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Sorry, wasn't thinking, which is not unusual. It means up to me to rescue the situation. Don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting it in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. I'm good with words, I guess. It'll make me happy no matter what. This is how you get yourself into dangerous situations, though. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Here. Reaches into a bag, pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. We could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Thank you, I'll definitely read this. What is it? I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I am not reading a single letter of this thing. I want you to know that. I look forward to hearing what you think. I won't. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Orange, I think, and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Purple's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Pink Nat is rummaging around in the closet. Ah, quite the club we have here. Curious to talk to Purple a bit more, but at the time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Interesting, I see how it is. I'm gonna call it now. Oh, I don't want the music. She is just like the pink one is that one that always goes, it's not like I did this for you. I'm not gonna say the words, okay, because you know the term already, and like I said, with the names, it's the same reason I'm not gonna say it. She's gonna be the one that wants to stab me if I don't want anything to do with her. You're gonna be the one that's gonna kill me. I understand that. And you know what? I accept it. Just as long as I'm right. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and her eyes meet for a split second. ... But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. For what? I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. I was focused and I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Convincing argument? Let's see where it goes from there. Ah, I see. Great. There's something fairly obvious up here that she isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Glad to hear that. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, She closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. What? There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Do not give me any cultic crap to read, okay? I'm sick of cultic stuff in the games I play. Alright. Just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. But a girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. Targeted by the people who escaped from a human experiment to prison. Why her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. You said relatable, right? I'm sorry, I don't think I've been targeted by anything experiment-related recently. So I don't know if I could say it's relatable. That's kind of dark, isn't it? She made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ha ha ha. She gently giggles all of a sudden. You are definitely going to kill me. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? The slime. I'm all for death and doom and destruction, I guess. No, it's not that. I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, but don't worry. Don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot she's into these things. She's shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Different is a very kind term to use here. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Strange is also a kind term to use here. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals and their own philosophy that they believe in. You are the definition of a villain, okay? Then suddenly when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. So you are in favor of villains, okay? You're rambling, that's fine. And again, sorry, I apologize, I haven't lost interest. Well, I guess it's alright, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. That's... Really don't think you need to worry. This means you're passionate about reading. The least I could do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah! That's... true. In fact, might as well get started reading it then, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Am I done yet? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. ... Let me just get the book. Quickly retrieve the book. It's fine if I sit here, right? With the book. Sit into the seat next to Purple's. Ah! Yeah. Why are you giving me one-word things to read? Are you sure? Seem a little apprehensive. That's... Oh my god. I'm sorry. Why are you sorry? It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what she means about reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Yeah, I would say, just on its own, reading next to somebody, having that same thing, even if it's not like a relationship kind of thing. Having a friend, reading the same thing next to each other, you're in good company. Even if you're both quiet doing your own thing, there's nothing wrong with that. That's enjoyable. I understand that. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Purple is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? Question mark. I don't really mean to. Sorry, there it is again. I understand that. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against hers, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Purple timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, we get pictures? Wow! I like how they don't show me at all. Oh no, I'm on the right side of her. I thought I'd be on the left for some reason. Okay. She takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Is there a way to remove the text box? Oh yeah, right click and get rid of the text box. Thumbnail! I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page, and she slides it under her thumb after I flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. The game seems to be immediately pushing me towards Purple. I can see why so many of the advertisements for this game involve her. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth of her face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at her face again and our eyes meet. Oh, her eyes are moving. Don't do that. That's freaky. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. And she smiles. The picture keeps moving and I'm not realizing it, so I look back and it's different. You freaky lady. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. Thanks. I'll continue reading. She no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. I continue the first chapter in silence, even so turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. When do people die? That's what I'm after. I want to see this turn terrible. Hey, Purple. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little. What? You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all the things that she says and does. We just met! Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I could see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. And we're back. She remains silent for a moment. But the slime? That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. More of a quirk. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. ... I guess I'm more meant that it's kind of cute. Wow, we're already flirting and it's been 2 days. Ah! What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, I just like to imagine that they've been just behind us the entire time watching this pan out. Okay, everyone. Duh! I'm gonna assume that's what that sound is. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. I can't wait to read mine. I forgot everything about it. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. She exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Purple? You look kind of down. Sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. She releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. All right. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read it a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. All right. I stand up. Make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag. They never told me where I left off, so if they ask me that later, I'm not gonna know. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Technically, my relaxation ends. Phoenix is playing Destiny 2. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Screw you, Orange. Orange and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. He's pulling his poem out! Orange's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Pink Nat and Purple reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? There's 4 people. Since we've been talking to Purple so much, let's start with Pink. Pink Nat, Monica, I know, and that's Orange, right? So Purple. Purple seems to be the most experienced, so I should start with it. That's not my reasoning at all, but okay. I can trust her opinion to be fair. I can't, so I don't know where I'm getting that from. Hello, Purple. ... As Purple reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Really? I don't remember what I wrote, but I'm glad you liked whatever it was. What was that? Question mark? Did I say that out loud? Purple first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Aye! You like one-worded responses, woman. Ugh. Okay. He's going to hate me. I'm not supposed to be able to read your thoughts. You really didn't do anything wrong, Purple. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Purple takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Big words. Good. Cool, right? Nice. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time. Yeah, tell me about it. Huh? She stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. ... Well, I know that. Did you know that? I don't think you did. I just meant, Purple trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. But is that an actual thing? In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form 52 together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once she finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. I like the way she's explaining these things. Her stammering is gone, she sounds like an expert. course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Yeah, totally not just picking random words from a list of things written in a book, right? And sticking them together. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Like ocean and aura and imagination. Those aren't things I used, but... It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and by learning by example, trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Pinknut can be a little biased though. Then she's next. Biased? How? She likes cute things, don't she? Well, never mind. That's interesting stuttering right there. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if she's apologizing to herself, to me, or Pinknut. You mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my thought process behind it. She smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for I'm frightened. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time and the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Impressive. I didn't understand a goddamn thing, but cool. I am sorry I have such terrible... What? That was amazing cursive. What do you mean terrible? What? Wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? Yeah, nobody knows how to write cursive or script anymore. It's disappointing. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I mean, mine was just 20 words, so... I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts? Purple? Woohoo! What? Actually, the story is about a ghost at all. Why did he think it was a goat? What? D, slime? Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you didn't only glance over it after all, but remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. No, I got something different out of that, but not enough to describe it. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture, or pick a, number of random predetermined words in a notebook that just appeared on the screen, you know? In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so yeah, my random 20 words. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? ? Yeah, of course. Ah! I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, the slime. We ain't in that kind of relationship, lady. Ah, me too. Who should I show my poem to next? Honestly, I'm gonna save the rest for the next episode because it's been almost an hour now. Let me save, right? Empty slot. Cool. Save, whatever. And then we're gonna head to the main menu. Okay. It's been almost an hour. My throat is starting to hurt from all the stupid reading I've had to do. And you guys determine whether or not I should keep this going. I want to see someone die, but at the same time, I don't like talking this much in one video. So, yeah, I'm gonna go. This video is gonna be a longer one just because I want you guys to get all the context and everything. I'm very impressed with the use of cursive there. You want me to give my thoughts, like, legitimately on the topic right now? At its core, I guess it is called Literature Club. I should have expected that from the very beginning. At its core, the concepts they have regarding literature are sound, but the whole high school romance thing going on is throwing me off, considering I know that it gets kind of dark. So there's a warning for you for next time. If you guys want it to continue, it will get dark. They give you a lot of warnings in the beginning too. So we'll see where it goes from there. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed. That was Doki Doki Literature Club. Maybe part 1. We'll see. I'm gonna go now. have a good one and all that nice stuff. Do what you gotta do, etc., etc. And yeah, enjoy this picture, I guess. So goodbye.